we have gotten to meet the witches or crones of Back Bog Brook or whatever the hell. And we spoke to the godling Johnny, helped him get his voice back, and he helped us get some information. So now we are... Oh yeah, we're gonna try to take care of a problem for the crones so they will give us information, essentially. It doesn't seem that far, so we might just call Roach. Where are you, Roach?
Run, Roach.
Oh, I guess there was a poison cloud there. It's hard to see when it's raining. Oh, bandits. Should we kill them? They probably have decent loot. Oh my god.
You're fucked.
How far away is the guy with the bow and arrow? There he is. Didn't think he would get to me that fast, honestly.
Poor son.
It's not like we have any sign. Well, we do have like a lot of Igni intensity increase, actually. Chopped off that guy's legs.
Don't let him catch his breath. As a bunch, lads.
I don't know if he's really feeling the fire like we want him to be. Oh, he's poisoned. I can see the poison gas coming off of him. Didn't die though. Oh, there was an exploding barrel there, really? I suppose nothing a little water can't fix for us. Really some meager loot when you look at it. At least the sword gives us extra experience when we can kill dudes or monsters. For some reason, I'm under the inclination that we will get better loot from killing people than monsters, but that's probably not the case. Another message board. We're probably going to ignore the message board here. We're going to get overrun with quests. I don't know, it might be a good idea just to get all the locations marked, but I think it just marks, I think they're still out there even if we don't, like, get the question mark on our map. I do want to see what this shopkeep has. It's merchant. You sleeping, are you? Yep, he's sleeping. And I'll just take a peek at what you have in your house. You have like nothing to loot in your house. Makes me wonder what he can possibly be selling. Loot, please. This place has loot. Okay, and we're continuing on with the store quest.
Greetings.
I think we need to kind of mainline these because we're already over leveled for them.
Nice village.
Aye,
A real pearl of the swamps.
if you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeard to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
Did they also make you lose your hair but keep that tiny patch of a comb over you got? Let's get some more details.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now is a wonder. A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
And how long has it been?
When did all this start?
3 year back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turned black as charcoal. Women folk fighting like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the lady's help.
The teeth turning black, I think,
Ladies
is
of
more
the
of a
wood don't know
hygiene
what this
issue.
power is.
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folk stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Well, this evil can only be around level 6, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to be a little optimistic about our chances.
Giddy up.
It's another stone's throw. Oh, am I going the wrong way? No, I think the map is confused. I'm going to ignore that. Squeeze through the trees, Roach. I know you can do it. I hope we didn't pick a way that screwed us. Come on. Up we go. We're gonna turn around now, yup.
Run, Roach.
We should be in a good way. Is that the shriek he was talking about?
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come.
I'm afraid I have a job to do, buddy.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Fang bites.
The vampire? I don't remember that being the case. Too far. Come. You know what? With our shield, we can kind of just face tank at least probably not worth to go venturing too far.
A voice from within the tree.
Telling you, Wolf, you don't want none of this. That was quick. They're level 5. They used to give us more trouble. Okay, how do we examine this tree?
Show me what you got.
Another werewolf. There goes our shield. And kind of readjust the camera. Looks like we are in a bit of trouble. Found a place of power, have we? Where you going? Where you going? Oh. No, come on, why is he still alive?
My saddle. Who are you?
Medallion's home. Place of power. It's gotta be.
This guy really doesn't want us to appear before them. Nice. Igni sign increase. Our Igni must be like really strong right now. But we need to repair our sword a bit. Use one of the amateur weapon repair kits. That should be good enough. 63%. I hope it will hold. Can we craft? We have some oils we can craft. Some beast oils. I guess we did sell all the wolf liver we had before. And this is new. Algroid oil. And a vampire oil, how timely. Black blood potion. Witcher's blood injures vampires and necrophages when they wound him. We wouldn't really want to have to use that. Clears toxicity and cancels all active potion effects. That's not bad to have on the ready. This just lets us see in the dark, I think. Oh, increases critical hit chance also. I think we do have... Yeah, we have a decent critical hit chance with our swift attacks anyways. And we have enough ingredients, so let's just create this potion here. This blue mutagen will give us increased sign intensity, which we don't really want. We can get more vitality with this one. Wasn't there a third? It said no, just 2 substances. The red mutagens give us attack power, obviously, but let's just craft this, I guess. What does it use? Lesser green mutagen. I don't even know where we get that from specifically. We'll just craft it. Then we can go over to our character. I think it goes in this slot. Indeed. Werewolf mutagen would increase our attack by 5%. Is it better than 100 vitality? Maybe. Probably not. Does vitality equal health? Because I don't... Oh, that's our experience I see up there. No, health is down here. Okay, we have 2,239 health. An extra 100 health I don't think is going to matter too much. 5% attack. We can check our stats like this. 5% would be around 15 with a silver sword and like 8 maybe with the steel sword. Not nothing. Yeah, let's slot in the extra attack. So I think that would scale with our crit also. Then we have 4 points and an extra slot. We can increase our crit chance with strong attacks as well. We can also get this level. We can do a spinning attack. I'm not sure which gauge is for stam or for adrenaline. I think it's the blue gauge below our health, maybe. Increasing the crossbow critical hit chance is pretty good too, but our crossbow is pretty weak. We need a better crossbow and be able to craft some good bolts in order to make use of that. Counterattack, you say. After a successful counterattack, the next attack deals 30% damage per skill level. I don't think all enemies can be counterattacked. I want to try this, but I feel like it might suck. To mount a special attack, you must activate the corresponding ability. Hold square to mount a special fast attack. Hold triangle to mount a special strong attack. We'll see how it goes. We also get plus 20% attack because we got the 3 attack mutagens here and then this attached to it. That is a good benefit. We do need to equip this. I think we will save our points, although there's a way to reset these. I forget how they... I think it's an item or something that they said we use. Maybe we just max it since we got the points. See how effective it could be. Consume 33% less stamina and adrenaline. Alrighty. over here to look for an entrance. Some kind of cave entrance. That's why we were here. We found a place of power instead. Is there anything behind you, place of power? No. Seems like we're getting farther from it. I doubt this is going to lead to anything. We're going to turn around any moment now. Unless we can just climb up here. Yeah, up we go. Okay. Sounds like a bear. Guarded treasure found. Alright, you have my curiosity. Oh, that's not a bear. That is a golem. An elemental. Luckily we have an oil for that. We'll probably have to use our strong attacks on him. Let's get a shield up and we'll just go in, I guess.
Stench.
Do golem stink. I'm gonna try the spinning attack here. Oh, this is it. Piecing him up. It's hardly doing anything to him. I didn't realize our health was so low also. He is level 20. We're really not doing shit to him. This is probably just gonna hurt our sword more than anything. We're gonna bounce. You just keep guarding that, buddy. I'll be back when I'm like 10 levels higher. We gave him like our full spinning attack, and he barely lost any health, if at all. I mean, he had to have, but I didn't see it. Sounds like it's coming from the left area.
Let's dance.
Okay, I don't know why that's glitching. There's a fast travel point, so I don't think we should need that. Maybe if we need to repair our sword again, we'll use that. Should make it easier. That way we don't waste the repair kits. How the hell do we get down there?
Place of power. Should draw from it. Kid.
Didn't I already draw from this place of power? Yes, I did. What the hell? Get up there, Geralt. Okay, so there was a cave entrance around the place of power. let's see. I was gonna try to pull out my torch. You know what? We got a potion just for dark areas, so we might as well use it. I think it's this one. Okay, that should make, whoops, god damn it. Should make things a bit better. Master crafted silver sword. What's wrong with it? The loot threw me off. Ooh, more loot. No time to really inspect it. I think, did our potion wear off already? God damn.
Why have you come? Why spill this blood?
We haven't spilled
Are
any
you
blood
here to
yet,
grant me death?
if you wish
Or
it.
is my freedom your wish?
Well, why did you attack me?
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The
Speaking in
crows
riddles here.
killed me, and cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circle in Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over a sea.
Must know the crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from a broth of human flesh.
And why did they kill you? Was it for a good
Crows
reason?
want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
I saw women, children even, lying dead on this hill. Did they
It's
want
pretty
to
damning
destroy
evidence, but
To nature, to the forest and earth, all death is alike. Every death is equal. I cry, I wail. None listens.
that explains nothing to me.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly, along the thieves, the children. I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
I feel like we went through most of these already. Let's press them on this a bit more.
I saw women, children even, lying dead on this hill. Did they want to destroy you?
To nature, I cry.
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone.
Yes, it can.
There are no rules to our ceremony. They shall all die. Let them be saved.
I gotta think this over.
I can't decide just yet.
You must come back. Free me. I beg you. Beware my sentries. They stand guard still.
Okay, I think I remember choosing to free him on my last playthrough, and I did not enjoy what happened next. I do not like the crones, but the children don't seem to be in danger.
I'm back.
I've been waiting. You've returned.
I don't believe you, buddy.
I don't believe you, Spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
Dare harm me, and against you will rise all the powers of nature.
Alright, we need some insectoid oil. No shit, they're really good. Goddamn, broke my shield already. Did they spit something at me? Let's prime up our spinning attack to see if that helps us. Of course, our sword would be in a rough way already. Sword is getting pretty banged up. It was fighting a golem not too long ago. God, okay. Let's use the repair kit. That's why we have them. Got some diamond dust. It sure seemed like he had control over these minions. Trying to make it seem like he didn't kill those people intentionally. Huh, wouldn't you look at that? What the hell's all this?
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
I destroyed something and I am not sure what. That is pretty accurate. I feel like Geralt would know, though.
An evil spirit had possessed a tree on the hill. It was responsible for the killings.
How'd ye dispel this evil?
With my sword.
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
I don't like the sound of that. I was thinking it was gonna be one of his fingers in
There's
here.
payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
Could be just
Tis
as
our
bad.
pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
God damn, we're level 9 now. Yep, just as graceful as I remember them.
Sheathe your weapon, young man. You've been very lovely in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
It doesn't look like she's doing this completely of her own free will. Doesn't mean she's not crazy.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
The woman who cares for the kids.
She's a debt to pay. She is here by choice.
She's
The big
insane.
one looks like a
She knew what
kind
our
of
pact
ham bursting at
entailed
the
when she made
seams.
it. We helped her. She promised to serve. Now she bears our mark. Belongs to us. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
So she is bound by some contract. You used me? Why do you look different now? don't think we'd ask that.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
I hope you don't start rhyming.
Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could. Like she was our own daughter. Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl. Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Well, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
Because if you don't, I'll kill you.
We knew someone's supposed to rise. We read feasting trails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in the blood. She came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The same seed that would burst into flame.
Very delicate handling there.
She fell into our hands. Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Emlyrith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely and plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already.
That does kind of lean to that
Get on with it.
tree spirit story of them trying to eat the kids.
You'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
So Siri probably appeared here first, like she jumped through some dimension. Oh shit. I think blocking and parrying might be the only other strength she has that can match what Geralt does. When it gets stunned, huh? Strong attacks are indeed strong. Alright. Honestly, that was pretty good. One more of you is gonna make a difference, but damn it. Short on that. I need to judge the distance on these swings a bit better. I guess she can probably dash through guys. Maybe not. Yeah, no, not through them completely. It seems like these guys aren't as aggressive as the drawn ones. That was good battling practice, but yeah, apparently that wasn't what they wanted us to do. Why does he sound like he's out of breath? The horse has been doing all the work. Sometime later, SpongeBob narrator voice.
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back the memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that.
Such a shame she fled.
They're antagonizing me. Should I just try to kill them? I'm pretty sure I killed them last time, so let's not kill them right away. I'm trying to do things different just for the sake of story mainly.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
Your return, you shall. Our fates are bound.
And one will die. But it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage.
And if you find her,
The girl will die for seeing you, handsome knight.
They're very much antagonizing us. Not just them, but the game itself. I feel like they were trying to make us fight them. But whatever. They said it themselves, we're bound to meet again at some point. When we do, we have the power of the protagonist on our side, so we'll kill them then. No remorse. Yeah, the adrenaline is the gauge below our sign stamina. so late, buddy. Oh crap, a fourth one, a fifth one, you said. Don't all arrive at once. Don't make me use all my food either, damn it. No loot. Minimal loot. Okay, we should find a fast travel post. We'll take this one. Help me out here, Roach. I definitely don't feel good about letting the crones live.
Faster.
We just gotta take solace in the fact that we will kill them later. Where are we returning to? Oh, they want us to find the Peller. Now we're back on the Baron's quest. Was there anything else we wanted to do? Maybe a horse race or two? Probably want to do the Shrieker contract before too long. But yeah, we should finish Family Matters since it's still at level 6. And we're at level 9 already. I'm guessing level 10 will unlock this bad boy here. We probably need to get to an armor or two.
Blame her. Lost her sister. Then her sister. Well to go. Be better off elsewhere. Find joy, maybe.
They're talking about the chick that was in that werewolf quest that we did.
Hey, look! Some strays wandered our way. Sod off, freak!
Okay, that's a great way to say hello.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
Requires level 2 Axie sign, I think is what that one is called. I'll pay you to go. No, 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 no. Leave or die.
Get the hell out. Now.
And here I thought we'd have a day without corpses.
Herb Majors paid top coin for the special bits of rare creatures. Wonder how much we'll get for his eyes.
That's right! Form a row! Stand still, damn it!
I guess that was a heavy attack.
That fucking blows! Tail feathers!
I see you loading up your crossbow. Oh, backed up in there. Right in the gut.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Got some more bolts. Better bolts we can use. There's a couple of crossbowmen in this little platoon here. They all had some coin on them also. That's pretty good. Well worth the kill, I'd say. Alright, buddy. You may not have opened up for them, but you're opening up for me.
Hey,
Anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
Got a necklace of chicken feet.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanted to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
Okay.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Peller don't know.
Peller seems kind of crazy for being so insightful.
The Peller will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits? Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat. She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Okay, we gotta find the goat, it looks like.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, where have you got to, girl?
Fine, I'll get your goat.
The bell, the little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
You have a quest item. Okay, so we gotta put it in our R1 slot. It's already there. And we gotta look for this ghost. Witcher's senses are detecting nothing. Here we go.
This way, I think.
Mine's going off in two different directions. Oh. Should want to take my sword out, damn it. Yo, come on.
How long you gonna make me wait? Another clue. Good.
This has to be the goat over here, right?
Another clue.
No, we're looking for loot, Geralt. Or not. Fuck it. Not that important.
There you are. Come on, let's go see the Peller. Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Come on, damn it. Where the hell'd you go? Bear.
Oh, great.
Bear. Run, you stupid piece of shit.
Oh, crap. Oh, that fire got him good. Fire strong. That bitch is dead. Is this part of the other quest? I don't think so. No, it's far away from the crones. Just a random dead lady out here. Come on, goat.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Jingle jangle.
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Princess, flee
Asking
not
to-
from the pillar, for there are wolves about.
Asking to be friends, Geralt? It's a red flag, buddy. Bad things happen to those who try to befriend each other in
Goat of mine,
long journey.
dearest,
In this-
sweetest
in
goat.
Velen, anyways.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
Or we go back to Pike Island. Or Pike Island, I think it's called. I haven't seen a rat anywhere else but that tower island. Island with a tower in the middle. Oh shit, but you could tell things are getting serious because of the music. Otherwise, he just looked kind of crazy.
They are not here. They have gone. Blood. I see blood. Whose? No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
No, he has a point there.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is. And he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind. But Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown. Without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders. It seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf. Wise Wolf. Catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
How can I lift the curse?
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Alright. I did that last time too, but I like that more than just killing it. I don't think that ended in bad results.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Alright. I think we're still on a level 6 quest though. Yeah. So before we do that, I think we'll get locked out of dueling Gwent against the Baron, possibly, if we proceed with this quest any farther. So let's do this. Let's do a bit of Gwenting. For that though, let us go back to this village. We will meditate till sunrise and see if any of these shopkeepers that we haven't been able to get to have any useful Gwent cards for us.
Ever heard of preventive arse whooping?
No, he's not here. Hello. Should be someone to shop with here. Okay, that's great. Pretty sure we talked to this guy.
Buying or just perusing?
Yeah, we even beat him in Gwent. Farewell.
So long.
So what the hell's up with this? Let's get this guy to repair our shit though. Is this another glitch? Like for real?
Kill the monsters. All of them.
Okay. Come on, man, it's 10 a.m.
Yeah?
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
Thank goodness, for fuck's sake. This item cannot be sold. He doesn't buy arrows, I guess. Let's see. The rune stones are 3% instead of 2%. I don't think it's really worth keeping them though. Let's sell some of these. Sell 3 of these. And then let's repair our stuff. I don't think he had any other repair
I'll take a
kits,
look.
right?
Maybe pick something.
It's another map for us to follow. I think we buy those just because we can get some more loot from them probably. I don't see any repair kits. These are armor repair kits, yeah. It might be worth it to buy them. 21 each. I guess. No, we're good, we're good. I think we need more weapon repair kits than armor repair kits. What does this sword even do? We can't see the passives, it just shows us what we'd be losing if we equipped it. We just see the general damage, and it does a lot more damage than what we currently got. He does sell the crafting component, just an iron ingot. And it'd only be 20 to upgrade, to craft it. It doesn't have a rune slot, but we just have poison in the steel sword rune slot, so I don't think it's really worth that much. I don't think we'd be losing out in like a set bonus. So yeah, let's increase our weapon damage here by getting a better steel sword. Can't equip any of these other silver swords, so we're just gonna keep rocking the Viper one, I guess. We are able to use these bolts now, though. Silver ingot just for some bolts doesn't sound like a good deal, though. I still don't think we're at a point where we need to worry about the crossbow too much.
So long.
Okay, maybe... Nope, this guy's still not here, what the fuck? What if we wait inside of his house?
Our boys wanted to take some wenches for a roll in the hay, but the local shitpickers stood up to them, so they bound a few of the pumpkins together, then burned them alive in a barn. Yeah.
Gonna equip our new steel sword. we're gonna lose out on like 19% chance to poison, but I don't think that's a really big deal. The 5% bonus experience might be noticeable. We get armor piercing and critical hit chance though with this sword. That sounds well worth it. Okay, so let's meditate. Try noon. I don't know. We can loot his stuff. That's what he gets for not being around to sell to us. Bro, he's still not here. We're running back, and we're gonna surprise him, I guess. Although I think when he's getting ready to go to sleep, he will not do business with us, probably. So it's 7 p.m. now. Pardon me. Door's not locked. Sun is definitely going down. Sun's getting low. Still not here.
Aye.
Let's try 10 p.m. Doors? Oh, did he just teleport in there?
Buying or just perusing?
Oh, it's that guy.
So long.
Okay, I guess there's no point in all that.
Of the hound. Got any vodka?
And this has to be just a glitch then. What the hell are they expecting of us here? There's no one here. Well, that was a grand waste of time. Win a unique card from the Baron. So we have to defeat him to get the card, I guess. I guess we use the fast travel point. Yeah, I missed this card. What? Lightning strike. There's no storm.
People! Castle's on fire!
Oh crap.
Run!
Little save us. Little save us.
Little. They're crying like it's their castle. Let's hope he still has our Gwent card, damn it.
Some killed fool tottering about again.
Aye, set the
Don't calm him
stable
down.
Yes.
Oh, it's just the stable.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Maybe if I use a card, it'll work. Nope, that doesn't look like it.
There's a lot of Barons there.
Colonel, calm yourself before you...
You.
Looks like rain.
You. Where do I know you from, eh? Ah, right. The Witcher. Come, drink with me. Pale as a ghost, you are.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah! You wait.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Should we save Scum?
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Yeah, let's just save Scum this. I think we go here. Hardman.
While in Crookback Bog, Syria had happened on the Crones. The Peaceful Sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the Wild Hunt. Syria escaped before they could decide.
Yeah, either way, they were going to do something not to our
into the
liking.
swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
Castle's on fire!
I didn't think we were going to get into a brawl with the Baron just from talking to him. We're going to try to put out this fire and save this dude's brother. It's probably a bro. Literally, he is a bro.
Drunk old fool tottering about again.
Don't calm him down.
Oswin, where's anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading.
What?
Ain't that simple.
My brother's in the...
I'll try.
See what I can do.
Hurry
This time
now!
I mean it. Nope, that's not doing it. Gotta go through the ladder. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Gotta loot. I don't see him.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Did we do it? We freed the horses.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried.
What the
Okay.
Don't play me for...
Ignore.
Ah!
Did we save the guy's brother or not?
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
I guess we gotta take care of this first.
We need to talk.
I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I still feel this nagging feeling we didn't save that guy's brother.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Let's try this, I guess.
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I... It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
Alright, I'm listening.
Alright, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
That sounds more like your problem, buddy.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Let's try to be a little sympathetic, I guess.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
You don't need to know the
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
Okay, let's do
The
this
sooner we
then.
resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Is it for bonking things?
A bit further. Follow me.
I'm honestly very upset we haven't confirmed if we saved that guy's brother.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
I guess in the long run, it's
Here's
probably
the
not that
spot.
important.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look.
Looks like the demon baby from Berserk.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, here we go. Slow and steady, buddy. I think we're making some good progress. Everything seems...
The specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Spectre oil, please.
Do something!
Or I'm trying. Oh my god,
driving something fierce. Can't hold it. Calm it, someone. Oh. Quiet now.
Okay.
What do you want to do with it?
That was worse than
Nothing.
I thought.
This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
I'm expecting at least one more round of fighting. Yep. And we're gonna need some more Spectre oil. Actually, I think we can use...
Need to hurry.
Yarden.
On with it. For the light of thy devours. Not there.
Oh, okay. Dodge into it. Yarden ran out. There we go. Vinegar is our next in line. Consumable, really?
Squirm it again, like a daft eel. I cannot hold it. Worked. It stopped.
Raw meat and vinegar. That sounds like the beginning of a meal.
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Your little bundle of joy there, buddy. How cute.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this, lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Geralt can't solve all your problems, Baron. Or is his name Philip? Okay. This is the barn. We're gonna end up finding someone's body in here, aren't we? Hello.
God's preserve. Where'd you come from? Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
I don't know, everything seems pretty kosher.
What do you want, mate?
Uh-huh.
Seems they cleaned up the place.
Try to win them all, but you won't.
Is that a Gwent player I hear? Yeah, okay. Whatever. Summon the lubberkin when the botchling is buried. Sit and wait. Let's meditate for a bit first.
Oh, it's drizzling.
See if we can find the dude who wanted us to save his brother, and maybe he'll give us some closure, goddammit.
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll find you.
Ah! What is it, Grey Boy? Ploughing hangover.
Don't hit me, sir. I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Your mate
Please,
split the loot
I'm
between
begging.
them long ago. At least that's what I would have done. And you, shut it now. Save your strength. Die with some dignity.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think we did it. Ain't no one crying about their dead brother around here.
Get a tooth, one.
Not a bad idea.
I'm talking about the Shrieker.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile.
Show me what you got.
Just a decoy card, nothing we want.
See ya.
What is it, Grey Boy?
Fake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Used to be
Can't
wagon
be in
shown
two
on
places
market
at once,
days,
can I?
loaded with all kinds of fat, smoked bacon, lard, red sausage. Now it's acorn flour.
I think we did good, whatever. No one's telling me otherwise, so we must have saved that guy's brother. That's what I'm sticking with. It's gonna do some meditating here.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Didn't see me, sir. But I say he grabbed him by the cloak and ran right
I
inside.
need a
Right.
Help! What?
You said help.
Baron Schmarren. If I want to plough some peasant
How
lass,
far
I
is this
will.
little guy gonna take us? This little gal, this little lady.
Shit! Wizardry!
Pox on a lot of you.
Let me live.
I guess they see the little
What's that you're
ghosty here.
muttering?
I I said you must see this ghost, right? No loot from that body, apparently. How far are you leading us, little lady?
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it.
Loot. They must not have had time to pack it.
Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Man, we're really on quite the journey here. Oh, the horse.
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Got too close. Okay, that didn't work. You know what? Take some of this. Oh, magic stamina was not ready for it. Oh shit. That was all part of the plan.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Should loot the bodies first, Geralt. This must be like the Witcher's main source of income. It's all the loot we get from dead bodies. Not too many specific Witcher contracts on these notice boards. Hello, can I loot you, goddammit? There we go.
What do we have here?
Let's check out the saddle.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Bones have been here a while. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
And the bonds of blood can connect from quite a distance. Really, Wolfie? You're gonna do this to me? Why don't we have our magic salmon already? At least they hardly do shit to us now. Maybe because we have our armor enhanced at the moment. It's doing pretty good work if that's the case.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Fear not, child.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
There was more than
what
one
you
room.
seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
No, okay,
Sorry,
because I'm not.
Tamara is hooked though anyway.
Why?
'Cause
what happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally, they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. But then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
So at that point already, she had the symbol. Interesting.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
So she's the old lady with the kids, is what it looks like. Which I did remember that already.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden. And then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat. And before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for.
Sounds like a hell
Beast
beast or
attacked
something.
Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Your wife must be pretty convincing. Why did
Why
you
help
help
them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me and myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
While back, I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be her, Mrs. Anna. Gods, she to Crookback Bog.
It's where I saw her last.
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now whose whisper 'twere in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
Alright, you've been very forthcoming after your son spilled the beans, of course.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
I'll try not to let your good deed go to waste, young lad. I'll need all the loot you can offer, though. Oh, that book was a useless read. Watch yourself, child. Okay, I'm sure they'll be fine without their fishing rods and such.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Probably get home faster with level 10. Damn, we're making progress. Is there a fast travel signpost around here? Apparently not. Let's see what this is about. Come on, Roach, we got some adventure to do, buddy.
Run, Roach.
That should be the rising sun, it looks like. Don't worry, Roach, I got this. What are their levels? I can't see. Level 9. I think this is the first time we fought with our like 25% attack buff on thanks to the mutagens. Okay. I have to just keep my twirling attack. Oh, they're pretty close to killing me actually. Try to get a Quinn sign up. Don't want to die here.
Not bad.
Alright, we got grapes this time. Grapes is the next delicious healing item we have.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Then we get some dumplings. And there should be another monster appearing here, right? The ruby. Oh, is this the tough one, maybe? One of them hit us for a lot of damage. So maybe that was like the alpha we just fought already. Okay, we gotta replace the raw meat that's in our inventory. We don't want to eat that. Even if canonically Geralt would be fine. Let's go for some dried fruit instead. And then we're gonna replace the cat potion. That's a good potion for when we're like underwater. Because we can't carry our torch there, but everywhere else we can just use the torch. Seems more than sufficient. Instead, we will carry the Thunderbolt potion, perhaps? That doesn't seem too bad. We're not fighting any vampires yet. So yeah, Thunderbolt potion it is. I don't know if we just carry these and it gives us the benefit or what. Like this one has a charge to it. It doesn't say... Oh, it says it will last 1800 seconds. This one doesn't, though. Neither of them, none of the potions have a weight. Whatever, not important. Where'd you go, Roach? Oh. We're gonna try to talk to the Baron and
come on,
get him to be in the mood to play some Gwent, perhaps. Probably not this way. I think we're gonna have to go around. Good Roach. Follow the road.
Come on.
It's the wrong way, Roach. I don't know why I played the fighting music.
Move it.
Hello, good sirs. No reason for me to kill you like I did in the first playthrough.
Time to water the horses.
I don't think I've talked to this shopkeep over here. Definitely not in his house, because he has all of his loot still.
Spot of cider for you? Or a bit of dry curd? Me lad, it's not exactly bursting, but what I got sure to please.
Show me what you
like to
got.
take a look.
Some Gwent cards and an interesting book, apparently. This is a Nilfgaardian card. It's a siege card, just kind of common. Decent strength, though. Another Nilfgaardian card, which we already have, placed next to a card of the same name, a double. Okay, we'll take these. Nausicaa, Cavalry Rider, another Nilfgaardian card, Close Combat. It's only 2 strength, but it has a special ability. I guess we'll take it. And another Nilfgaardian card. It's very low strength with no effect. I don't think we want that. But we do want to sell him some junk, probably. Like this rake. Okay, I need the Raven's Feather for a request. Keeping that old sheepskin as long as possible. Bear hide, I don't know. I think we might keep it, because now that I think about it, there's like I think there's like a bear armor or something, and that might require bear hide. Sell these broken oars. Sell the fishing rods. I'm gonna sell the fishing nets. Sell the pipes. The old bear hide we probably don't need. What about, like, the raw meat? I don't care if that sold for just 1 each, that's fine. What else can we sell? The ghoul's blood. I can't remember how much we got from it before. I don't think this is the best prices. Alchemist powder, we want to keep that. Let's sell a bit of ghoul's blood. We'll sell like 6. Just for the hell of it. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's just the trophy. It does give us a bonus experience. The dismemberment is fun though. Okay, that's all.
Farewell.
School of Gear. We gotta leap over this, and we're on our way. Guess we got roads here, so we'll get on them. Bring our buddy with us. Beautiful turn there, buddy. Smack, smack, smack.
Hey there.
Oh.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What do you give me?
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
I don't know what the forefathers
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk.
Well, you mentioned the
Across
magic
the lake
words,
we must
spirits,
journey
and
to
gold,
fight
a reward.
There in the circle
Oh,
of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Cannot
goes home.
Going back to Fike Island, huh?
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
Nice
Won't
to
ever
know we're getting
forget
some
that.
closure.
Here. I'm grateful.
Closure, my favorite.
Reject your white mug.
That makes me extremely happy, actually. Now we just need to best the Baron in a round of Gwent.
Guess it was profit let the order attack the merchants then.
Witcher, a word, please.
This is the sergeant, I think.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Well, it sounds like he can use a good game of Gwent. Oh shit, that was a good thing to loot there. Whoops. This garden has better lootables than I anticipated. Ooh-wee. So Anna wrote a love letter to the Baron at one point. Let's see what's down here. These mushrooms are always in caves. I guess that makes sense. That's some good loot right there. Hope this wasn't something we were supposed to locate earlier. Almost fell in the water. Woven silver sword. Enhanced. That seems pretty good. What do we have down here? Very good. Good for crafting material, if nothing else. Is there a way to get over there, maybe? Maybe if we go up here. Haha. I don't know if we were supposed to be able to do that. Let's bust out our cat potion because I can't see shit. from the first playthrough of this game, I do remember using the cat potion fairly often, actually. Doesn't appear to be anything of value here, though. Can't use our sign to bust that down either. At least not from this side. Maybe back over here we can, on the other side. Or maybe from the actual outside. No, that didn't do anything. Okay, let's get out of here. Where's that sawing noise coming from? Only heard it when we were down there. Not important, I guess. Can we go deeper down here? No, okay. I do appreciate games that'll let you like go faster up and down ladders, so it's a shame this one doesn't have it.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned Velen. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Well, I don't think that was entirely the problem.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something?
You hit your wife while she was pregnant.
Let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
I need the option for Gwent, okay?
Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She alright? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
Okay.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts.
Another
He's
200
still among
crowns.
the living. Seri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Aye, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a
Trying to tie her
pack, you
down is
might
what it
say.
sounds like.
But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Let's say I go about my business. And when there's coin to be earned, I don't readily turn it down.
I've always held, with the world how it is today, lasses ought to know how to fend for themselves.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Gonna egg him on. I don't really remember this
What
part
happened?
actually.
You get the jitters?
No,
So why not?
the horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
So she knows how to
that'd be a
curse.
sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
All this for a game of Gwent. I mean, we would have had to do this soon anyways.
Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man's up! Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Are they betting on it now? Ah, you know, this is the way that the game is telling me to go.
Your sword is mine!
That'll
Body
be the
block.
day.
Come on, lass! Want that hook?
Pretty sure we won.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
So this is a lady horse. That's what
What?
mare means, right? What do they call a male horse?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Let's play Gwent.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards. How's that for enticement?
Had him crafted himself, he did, probably.
Let's lay him down.
It's time to duel. Do we have enough Guardian cards? I don't think so. We need 22. Yeah, we do not have enough. Okay, well that's a shame. Definitely don't have enough Socia Teal? Whatever, not enough. Definitely not enough monsters. So we're stuck with Northern Realm in it. I think the deck we're rocking is still the best deck we can put out. We don't need 2 of each of these. Okay, let's start the game. Hopefully we can beat this fat ass. We need siege in order to make that guy even worth anything. Okay, we do have 3 siege. Should try to redraw this. The horn isn't bad. Probably try to redraw that guy. Even if he buffs like all 3 of these, it's not going to be worth a stronger card. What do we get? Another close quarters guy that synergizes with duplicate cards, which we don't have in our hand. Okay. Let's go for the siege strategy first, since he played a close-up card. Oh, he's gonna go ballista too, huh? He has a bit of a mix, does he? I see. We should probably just play our leader ability here. Actually, maybe we bait his other cards. That might work to our favor. Let us play some mid-range, maybe? No, let's go for the close-range cards. He went first, so he should be the one to, on his turn, he should be the one to pass if we want to win. Well, he drew a card, so that's not good. Let's use our leader ability. I want to say he gave up this turn. let's pass. I think he gave us more than enough ammunition to defeat him here. Oh. Damn, he beat us. But he only has 3 cards. What's up, bro? You got 1 more card left. What does this do again? Doubles the strength of all unit cards in that row. What does he do? Yeah, he needs another card with the same name. I think we gotta use this. Oh, I fucked up. God damn it. Because we're passive, we got another card, and this lets us draw yet another card. Nice. Alright, we were able to turn that around despite the mistake I made. Just had to believe in the heart of the cards.
Man's only as good as his word. Take the card. I fear Velen's short on worthy opponents. Boat builder in Oroton might be one. There was also an old soothsayer. Lived east of here, near the windmill, last I heard. There's a lad, about as reasonable as an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
Could very well be the case. I think it's the start button that has the Gwent deck. Yeah. What was the new card we got? Say, bro, where's my card? It's Sigismund Dijkstra? Maybe just need some time to load up properly. Oh, it's this guy. He's a spy. Whoops. What does he do? Can't see the effect. Place on your opponent's battlefield counts towards opponent's total and draw 2 cards from your deck. This guy has 1 more attack and only. Oh, I also draw 2 cards. So they're spies. That's not terrible. I don't think we're ready to put that in our deck yet, though. Yep, our deck is not the mightiest. We have 3 of these guys, 3 of these guys. We can probably get rid of like 1 or 2 of these guys. 2 of these guys, so at least there's some synergy working there. Yep. We only have 1 catapult.
I'm listening. What do you come to?
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Well, mostly yes.
Actually, that's exactly what I think.
The world might seem black and white to you witches, but for us common folk, it's shades of grey. As is my family's story.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
So your fault after all.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend. A dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too.
Who would have thought we'd heard of a cuckolding story here?
She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her.
I don't think I remember this
rammed in the
first
by a
playthrough.
horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Well, that's interesting. That just seems like a snide remark. I don't think we need to waste time with that.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit. Hysteria. threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologised. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Yeah, I can't say I care all that much about this. It's kind of funny, actually. Seems you deserve each other.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well, then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare.
Not with
sounds
witches.
like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Let's see. I wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp. He's saying we, Geralt. He's assuming you're gonna help him with this.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
Nothing much to say to him. We had a deal,
We
though,
had a
bud.
deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now, what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute.
Does that little thing on his waist to shield as he about to pull it out
Right
here?
in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
You're poisonous.
The trees! Hide in the trees!
It smacked us. Alright, we did good dodging that time. distract him, Baron. I thought he was calling for a horse. Alright, heavy attacks did. Giant chicken. I'm surprised I was able to lift his fat ass. You don't have any Witcher sense.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Where even are we? I don't know what they want us to do here. Going up this way, it seems. Okay. Well, at least the Baron's putting up a fight. Classic. It would have been nice if the head fell off. Guess all that balance training wasn't for nothing. Maybe that sword could use a sharpening.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
I'm guessing he gave her a pass.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where did you get these letters, buddy? No, that's we don't need to know.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But if you could,
spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Well, I think you've convinced me, Mr. Very Generous.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
I do not remember this.
Dare you?
That is concerning. My thoughts exactly, Harold.
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Funny story? How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in.
I think Novigrad is the place where all the prostitutes
had
are.
one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Yeah, that wasn't very funny.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Is he leaving Crow's Perch now? I guess I'm glad we got that Gwent card. Let's try to find that little guy. It's not gonna be in these rooms. Is he in the barracks or something? He can pop up like a quest.
Hangover.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Think the gimp's sleeping.
Well, guess you'll just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
And they call him the Gimp, huh?
Witcher, it is as though the heavens sent ye. Top of the day.
why is that still locked? Oh, she sounds upset. Where the hell is this gimp? You guys just like chilling in here? It's where he escapes from work or something? It's the break room? Looks like we've been here. Yes, we have. Okay, well, I don't know where that little guy is. I would assume
G'day.
in here, maybe.
Top of the day. G'day.
Shut up.
Sir, why we're up to our noses in frights and horrors, imps, Samovillas, Mamoons, flying drakes, point.
Yeah, this place has seen a fair share of oddities, to say the least. I think I cleaned up the majority of them, though. This looks like outside, yeah. Locked. Whatever. I'll maybe check it out later online or something. Figure out how to start that, if it's worth it. 'Cause I don't think I remember doing that one on my first playthrough.
I'll tell you. What do you say we flog some dick?
Okay, so let's enhance our equipment here.
Wait a spell.
That's asking for it. Should be waiting once the Baron's men lay their hands on her.
Go ahead and repair our stuff here.
Help me, ass.
Need some armor.
Some boots on. Nope, not better than what we got currently. This is better, however. Not by too much, though. And it would take a good amount of the resources we currently have. Maybe we hold off until we get to like level 13 and can craft some of this stuff. Maybe 14 is what we're looking for. Yeah, I think so. Unless we end up dying a bunch. This is light armor. It doesn't seem bad. We can craft the trackers set of stuff. We don't have do we have enough linen for it? Yeah, we do. I thought there was a glitch, but the music just cut out. Let me back out here.
So long.
That's weird that it does that.
How may I assist you?
Let's just repair what we got, I guess.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
And then if we're still getting beat up, we can always craft that stuff.
So long.
We can probably find better stuff if we do all these side quests. Speaking of quests, speaking of getting levels, so returning to Crookback Bog would be level 9. Helping the Peller would be probably the next thing we want to do, I guess. We did say it had to be done tonight. Then we can do the Shrieker contract. Then we maybe even do the Griffin armor set. Maybe. We also have the horse races we can do.
They got a sack of millet from the ladies. That weren't one, but two
Miladies.
they left in the wood.
Oh, the Peller is farther than I thought he'd be. Oh yeah, he's at Pike, or Fike Island. What the Fike?
Run, Roach.
What are you doing
Move it!
Bothering us with yours,
I think a smudger might be...
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad.
Let's see if there's anything over here.
Say what you will.
Who will protect us poor from the cutthroats?
No, maybe some loot, but...
Into your mud!
Come on.
Don't worry about the loot. Come on, let's go, Roach. Uh-oh. I'm getting caught up. Let's do a nice canter.
Oh, come on!
To the trade.
Need a swift kick in the arse.
Excuse me. Yeah, this area looks pretty cleared out. Fike Island is. What? I just got my sword repaired, what's up? Oh, he was quick. The Peller's this way anyways. Probably gonna run into some monsters on the way, I'm guessing, so might as well stay on foot. 2 boats. Thought I felt my medallion hum through the remote. What are these people doing here? Oh, I guess they're all here for the service.
I'll be back.
Give us a rest.
I'll be back.
At midnight, huh?
There we go. What comes next? Once the...
Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect us. Evil creatures keep at bay. Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Okay, we can
begin.
start. Sooner we start, sooner I can collect my generous reward.
What is this life? Well, you know. What comes next once life subsides? Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're hurried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
We're prepared to end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers' Eve. Ye who wander on the gale,
those aren't
ever
specters.
caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle, pale. Ye we summon, ye we call.
Ye we summon,
We got hit.
ye we call.
There's some mud.
It is right.
A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense.
Come on, that stops us from doing our skill tier.
Hark, a sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours.
It's a good thing we had our
Tell
weapon
us
and armor
of your
defense.
ghostly woes.
Even though we are higher level for it at this point, that would have been a lot more troublesome if we were at the appropriate level.
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire!
There's conflicting religions on this island.
Stop this at once. The errant souls. We must help them.
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me.
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You don't know a thing about their customs.
Take him and disperse the others.
I hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Good folk, leave nothing around. Ye cannot break the circle.
Well, there's more people to send off.
Woe away. Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
If you want to continue, I'm ready.
Good folk, we must the eve complete. Prepare yourselves. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom.
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
All is quiet, all is noise. Believe in the darkest gloom.
Wraiths!
Okay,
This sacred
this is more what I
ground is with
expected.
blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run. Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambrose, the pillar fears not.
That wraith called you a patricide. He get it right?
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know everything. Why'd you kill your father?
That's what
The
a
Pella
patricide
does not
is.
wish to speak.
Parent side.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid, that's clear. Wraith will hold sway over you. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust yet. That's his bond to the world of the living.
Ambrose lies in the swamp.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can do.
I heard swamps can actually serve to like mummify human remains pretty decently. So if we were being more careful, we probably would have used our shield a lot more.
It's clearing up.
I think that would have helped. We're just face taking a lot of damage. Playing a little bit more patient pays dividends. But patience is in short supply here. Our weapon and armor buffs are gone. I wonder if it's on like a per hit basis with that. Oh fuck. We gotta go far. We gotta go off Pike Island. Barely dodged that or he whipped it. Now that is more like, see when we have the shield already up, it's like we just do better. I think because we move more confidently. In the bog, really? That might trigger the other quest. Let's go from here. And we'll need the help of our good friend Roach. Come on, buddy, you need to make it down here, not stay up on the cliff.
Go, go.
Yes, let's go. Let's get a move on, Roach. What? Telling us to go? Like, oh, it's gonna lead us through like a main pathway, maybe?
Run, Roach.
Probably.
Not so fast, Roach. Run, Roach.
Okay. Here we are on some kind of road again. This is where we were getting chased by the wild hunts. I think, anyways. Maybe not. What's its level? level 9. We can take this. Let's help ourselves with some oils, perhaps. We don't have the dragon oil, so then let's use a potion, I guess. Give him the business there. We're only one level above him too. Not too shabby. I'm sure we can go this way. Okay, let's not trigger the crone quest, please. Oh, he's gonna explode. Chain reaction. Wow. Torch is not what I was trying to bring out. And there we go.
Swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave. The world of the living, never return again.
Okay, now we need to get to another signpost. Maybe have some words for the Peller. What is this though? So close.
You'll stay clear of that fog if you value your life.
What are you doing
Careful,
here?
sir. A monster prowls the bog. Enter the mist and you'll never see home again.
This monster, tell me more.
Only seen it once myself. And that from afar and past dusk. Thought it were a man at first. Then it turned, and I saw eyes burning like coals and a jaw full of fangs, one next to the other.
Humanoid? Nocturnal? First attack. Remember when it happened?
A week passed, near about. It was then Boren vanished. Merrick and Tomil went looking for him, didn't come back either, them two. I were afeard. Now none dare venture into the bog.
That's a way to pronounce it.
Deserted,
Afford.
the peat there. Master, it's the best sort. Black as pitch and oily. Good for fuel.
Fascinating, but staying with the topic at hand.
I can help her.
For
Sounds like a vampire, maybe.
Why, even an ox don't pull a plow for free.
Afraid I'll need more than an ox needs. How much are you willing to pay exactly?
Oh, it's a decent amount. Let's get our bartering up though. It's only 20 extra coins, maybe like 40 extra.
Oh, Master, you value your services dear. But so be it. I'll agree to that.
All right, time I got to work. Where'll I find this monster?
Start south of here, but beware. Bad, poxy air hangs o'er the marsh. Stings your eyes, claws at your throat. Claws so hard you could choke.
I wonder if he rhymed intentionally. It's a contract. Let's return to the Peller first, though. Don't want to go back to this place, even though that seems like the closest one. We're gonna try to go here again. Okay, Roach, try not to get stuck. Try not to let a broken bridge impede all your progress. I think we're on the right track here. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, buddy. There you go. Good job.
Come on.
Or just let me off here, buddy.
Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang two blob-tits, did they?
I don't know, my lord.
They say where they were headed?
Geralt! Good, you've arrived.
I thought I heard his voice.
Can't draw any meaning from this rabble's bawling. Perhaps they talk some sense after a few lashes. Well, spit it out. Where'd they go?
To the village in the swamp, my lord. Lass rode with him, asking after her mother, Constant.
Lass? We must go there at once, Geralt.
You gotta prepare, buddy. You gotta hold
prepare.
Prepare now? Will you shorten your boots or trim your nails? Ah, do what you will. I shall take my men and go.
Meet you at the Crone's village.
Fall in! With the swamp to cross and those cursed crows to hunt down.
Still sniffing round here, are you?
I met your ladies.
Pox-ridden air promotes bright.
Met your ladies. I think Crones is more fitting as a name for those monstrosities.
What will these hayseeds
Why'd you say that?
next?
Just the look of them. Hideous monsters clad in human robes and skin.
Fist must
More
handle
likely
city
some mad
folks'
old
brains. I ain't seen all the ladies, true, but
likely Anne agreed to stay with them.
shows
Care for them out of the
true
kindness of her
beauty,
heart.
lad.
Good as gold, that one. Always.
Good health to you. Farewell.
Maybe I should
Still
ask him
sniffing round.
in case it's important.
Others call them the Crones, but you call them the Ladies of the Wood.
Those who name them crones, them's heartless fools. The ladies of the wood have watched over this land for ages.
In what way?
They drive out evil powers. They say 100 springs ago, they saved Velen from a plague of werewolves ravaging our flocks.
There were werewolves around that tree spirit
Good
that we
health
got
to
rid
you.
of.
Farewell.
Okay, Baron, you do your thing. I'm gonna go talk to the Peller real quick. Get some experience and rewards.
And this be the witch bender.
Oh my god. What the hell happened? You're gonna make me save scum this for real?
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Yeah, he was surprisingly
with the swamp to cross and
hospitable.
those cursed crowns to hunt down.
Now, let's try to go back one more. Maybe a few more?
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way
nice
to
portrait.
Novigrad.
Look like it'd make a good background. I like that painting style. Okay, we're gonna just leave that guy alone. We can come back to that whenever. This is gonna be a bit of a pain because it forces us to go to this place.
Let's go.
It's almost just as far as... Oh no. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong marker. Yeah, it's not quite as far. It is pretty far. Oh god. Come on, Roach. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Is this just the bog? Could we just cut through to this place? Seems fine, didn't trigger anything. May have worried for nothing, I guess. In fact, trying to get over here is what screwed us.
You look awful.
We can set off an explosive barrel for the fun of it right there. Alright, fella, give me
White
our
wolf.
reward.
Wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Oh, he has some wares,
Could
doesn't
use
he?
a few potion ingredients. Show me what you got.
I'll take one of these, probably. Probably. He has a lot of money. This white gall and dwarven spirit shows up everywhere. It might be worth it just to buy them now. And we'll get this, I guess. Now that we have some money, might as well. He doesn't have any Gwent cards. That's a pretty rare component. Cured Dracenoid leather, or Drakened leather. These are all glyph diagrams that are pretty useless to us, I think. I think we sell all of the poison chance stuff. How does an Ard intensity work? It pushes them back farther or something? Better chance of them falling on their arse so we can stab them? Probably. But I don't think Ard is really that important to us. Really none of these lesser seals I feel attached to. I don't think axing intensity is going to help us out with anything either. And I think we've sold enough though. Armor piercing sounds pretty good. It's lesser. It's a lesser runestone, but it's 10 armor piercing. Chance to stagger also doesn't sound great. Okay, yeah, we sold enough.
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
What's your story? You actually kill your father?
'Twas an evil man. The Peller feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Peller could not look upon it. So he split the father's head with an axe, left him in the swamp. But foe knew.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
No, I wish you would have told me that before I purchased stuff from you. Okay, so we're not going to meet Triss yet. Yeah, this Witcher contract should be first, but I don't know how time sensitive this Baron quest is. I feel like both of these might take a while. We've been streaming this for a while, like 3.5 hours now, so I think we'll just call it a night here. Then we'll probably be back with the Shrieker contract next time, and then we'll finish up the Baron's quest line. We are at level 10. We have this extra slot here and 3 upgrade points we can spend. Deals additional damage in proportion to the stamina consumed, ignores enemy defense, and increases critical hit chance by 20. Adrenaline points increase total damage by 33%. So it's the strong attack move, Rend. That seems pretty useful. Probably more useful than the Whirl, honestly. I don't know, maybe with the shield on, Whirl would be more worthwhile. We would probably remove these two. Probably just want to refund. I mean, we'd probably have to refund everything and then stick with what we got up here, but remove these two for the fast attacks and go all strong attack, maybe. Or I suppose we still want the critical strike for the fast attacks. So then just move the Whirl stuff over here to crit and 3 more onto Rend. I forget how to refund our stuff. I think maybe they only let you... They said we could have done it, I think. I just don't remember how. Yeah, I think we just go for Rend. That seems like the best option available to us. And then if we equip something over here, we should get even more bonus attack power. Hell yeah. Another 25. Good stuff. Our defense probably isn't looking too great, but best defense is a good offense. Really, I feel like you can use that interchangeably, vice versa. Okay, so I'm going to save here. And I'll see y'all again next time. See ya.